Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because, honestly, we are going to unpack something that is quite literally redefining the future of human work. We're looking at a profound, ground-up mindset shift regarding our value in the workforce during this era of crazy rapid technological change. If you've been feeling that underlying anxiety, that quiet hum of worry about artificial intelligence and where you actually fit into the big picture, the material we're going through today is going to give you absolute clarity. Okay, let's dive into this.
Just take a second and let that sink in. The more describable your work is, the more automatable it becomes. There's a real tension in that sentence, right? Because this is the hidden rule driving the massive AI transformation we're witnessing today. It is literally the silent engine running beneath every single new tech rollout.
Section 1. The Hidden Rule. AI Transformation's Secret Logic.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that understanding this rule is your very first step to overcoming automation anxiety. Notice the direct, undeniable correlation here. A rigid checklist feeds directly into an automated machine. Describable equals automatable. I mean, think about how we've been trained for decades, right? We've been told that to be good at your job, you have to be able to explain your tasks perfectly. But the source material makes a startling point. If you can easily describe exactly what you're doing, you are effectively handing over the instruction manual for a machine to just go ahead and do it. Being perfectly describable is no longer a strength, it's actually a massive vulnerability.
Which brings us to Section 2, the documentation trap, and the danger of the step-by-step. For years, corporate structures praised the employee who could perfectly document their workflow. We celebrated standard operating procedures. But let's walk through this incredibly dangerous pipeline. Step 1, a process is documented step by step. It's laid out, it's clear, it's sequential. And because of that, Step 2, the process is prompted away by AI. Think about those two words for a second. Prompted away. It's fast. It's almost entirely frictionless. If your daily work exists in a purely step-by-step format, it is just waiting to be prompted away by an AI that can execute those steps instantly.
And this brilliantly illustrates the central dichotomy we're facing right now. Notice the rigid, structured nature of the machine world, describable and documented, sure, but entirely vulnerable. Now contrast that with the human reality, a dynamic, pulsing blend of heart and mind that is irreplaceable and unsummarizable. It's fluid, and because of that, it's incredibly secure. We have to start moving our professional identities away from being machines and, honestly, back to being human.
Section 3. What survives automation? Your AI life rafts.
So, if the describable is automated, we obviously need to look at what survives. The source text identifies 3 fundamentally human life rafts that simply cannot be swallowed by the automation wave. Let's unpack the first one, nuance, that which resists definition. Nuance is messy. It's the undefinable subtleties of human interaction. It's reading the room during a tense meeting. It's knowing exactly when to push an idea and when to back off. You literally can't write a step-by-step guide for empathy. Well, not unless you want to sound like a robot yourself. Algorithms need clear definitions to function, so your nuance simply cannot be coded. The second life raft is judgment, and notice the key phrase here, built from lived experience. True judgment isn't just data processing. I mean, AI can process data millions of times faster than we ever could. But judgment? That is the culmination of a unique human life. It's the sting of past failures, the context of your upbringing, that strange, completely undocumentable intuition you get when looking at a complex problem. A machine can calculate probabilities all day long, but only a human being with lived experience can exercise true judgment.
And the third quality is perspective, that which can't be templated. A template is, by definition, something meant to be copied and applied over and over. But a truly unique point of view, that completely breaks the mold. Your original perspective, how you personally connect seemingly unrelated dots based on your individual worldview, is entirely yours. It cannot be replicated by an algorithm because there is absolutely no template for an original human mind.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 4, the ultimate question, rethinking your professional value. If nuance, judgment, and perspective are our life rafts, it demands a massive fundamental reevaluation of how we define our own careers going forward. For generations, society has asked one defining checklist-oriented question, what do you do? But that's an outdated question now, because describing your tasks just means describing what can be automated. Instead, look at the creative shift here. The new standard, the absolute critical question we must all hold ourselves to now is, what do you bring that can't be written down?
I want to pause here for a second. Let's truly reflect on this. What do you bring that can't be written down? What is your unwritten, intangible value. If you took away every single step-by-step process you execute daily, what is the human magic left over? Is it your empathy? Is it your creative friction? Your deeply earned intuition? Because frankly, that is where your true worth lives now.
So, the crucial point is Section 5, the unsummarizable moat, your ultimate defense.
This is exactly where we shift from any lingering anxiety about AI into a place of deep, real empowerment. Be unsummarizable. That's the moat. We aren't competing with machines on their terms anymore. We are securing ourselves on our own terms. In business, a moat is what protects your castle from being overtaken. Well, your humanity, your nuance, your lived judgment, your original perspective, that is a moat that no algorithm can cross. Don't try to be a perfectly documented machine. Lean into the messy, brilliant, undocumentable reality of being human. Cultivate the things about yourself that absolutely cannot be summarized on a piece of paper. Because in the age of AI, being unsummarizable isn't just an advantage, it's your ultimate defense. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I highly encourage you to look at your work tomorrow and ask yourself one simple question: how can I be unsummarizable today?